Now,
Yes.
I have heard you speak about numbers. I've heard you speak about uh, the first woman,
Yeah.
and about in the Bible that was mentioned. The first woman was mentioned, or rather chosen, in the book of Judges or wherever. So, putting in the current situation, because we're actually approaching several days remaining before we actually do the election, the 2022 election.
Yes.
Uhuru Kenyatta chose Raila Odinga.
Yes.
Opposed to Ruto.
Yes.
So, could you actually tell us why? Is it also biblical?
It is biblical.
Okay.
And I remember a month to the 2017 election, I said, after Uhuru Kenyatta, God will overturn things, he'll overturn until he comes whose right it is, and it will be given unto him. What does it mean? It means, in the history of the country, there is someone who would have become president maybe a long time ago.
Okay.
But God did not allow him to become the president because...
That's in the Bible.
It is in the Bible. Because
where exactly?
The Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9, there's nothing new that will happen under the sun. What will happen today is what has happened in history back then. Then God just picks. There's a pattern he picks. So Raila, there's no way he could have become fourth president.
So now coming to the deputy president, I mean, for you to choose your running mate to be your deputy, you have to consider several factors. Could you actually tell us why Raila actually chose Martha Karua over any other, not Kalonzo or any other person to be his running mate?
When you look at the book of Genesis, the creation story, you realize that on the fourth day, God created things. And verse 14, it says, "Let there be light, and in the expanse of the sky to distinguish between the day and the night, and let them be signs to mark seasons and days and years, and let them serve as lights in the expanse of the sky to shine upon the earth." And it was so. Therefore, what was created in the fourth day was supposed to serve as a sign or as a mark of seasons. Therefore, number 4 is a number that helps us spiritually to discern the times and seasons. Now that I've told you there's nothing new that happens under the sun, we go back to history. Right now, Kenya is having the first woman chief justice. True or false?
True.
Martha Koome.
Martha Koome.
Now, you go back to the history. In the book of Judges, chapter 4, from chapter 4 to chapter 5, it talks about a story when a first woman was in charge of
That's Israel. Where we introduced to the first woman in position.
Called Deborah. Deborah was the first woman judge in Israel, and she was judge number 4. What happened during her time? This is what happened.
In the book of Judges.
In the book of
chapter?
From chapter 4.
If I go read
that story. Yes, you go read, you'll get the story of Deborah. There was a king that was invading the people of Israel called Jabin. And at this time, the commander of the army of Israel was called Barak. And Deborah told Barak that he assembles his troops to go and face the troops of King Jabin. And he told Barak that God had given him victory. But Barak told Deborah that I will not go unless you go with me. With that, Deborah told him, yes, I'll go with you, but bear in mind that even though God is going to deliver this victory to the people of Israel, but this victory, the glory will be given to a woman. God is going to use a woman during this time. So when the first woman appeared as a judge in Israel, God used another woman called Jael to deliver victory to the children of Israel.
What are you saying?
What does it mean?
What are you saying?
It means when number 4 appears, between that transition, you see the book of Judges 4 and 5. That is transition between 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Therefore, it tells us. Yeah.
So you relate it to
current situation. God has said there's nothing new that will happen under the sun. He'll just pick what has
happened,
and it's a repetitive pattern.
Yeah.
Therefore, it means when a first woman appears in Kenya, which represents Judah, God will use another woman to deliver victory.
Is that the case why everyone is choosing a woman for a deputy president?
Yes. Then one will ask. Then if that is the case, even Wajakoya has picked.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone has a woman except Ruto. So we are ruling Ruto out.
So if now it's elimination method, spiritually already cancel
Ruto.
So
you're saying we rule out Ruto.
Yeah,
because he actually doesn't have a woman.
Yes.
So we remain with 3 candidates.
Yes.
Wajakoya, Mwaure, and Raila Odinga.
Yes.
Who have 3 deputies.
They have picked women
that are women.
And they are running it.
Okay.
I'll explain
why
it is exactly Martha Karua. Now, when names have meanings, so you must understand the meaning of each name. Now, let us look at this woman who was used in the Bible at that time, called Jael. When you look at the meaning of the name Jael...
So for those who are just maybe following the story, in that book of Judges, there's this woman, Deborah.
There's Deborah, who is the judge.
And
now in this case,
another woman
Martha Koome.
Another woman is chosen after Deborah, who is Jael.
Who's Jael?
Jael. Now after after Koome, we have to choose another woman. Jael.
There's now now Martha Koome as the judge Deborah. Then there's now we need to know who is Jael.
Exactly.
Jael is the one who will be used to deliver victory now.
Okay. To the king.
To the king.
Just like in the Judges. To the king.
Yes.
So right now to the king, that's now, to the president.
Who is the Jael?
Okay.
Of our time?
Okay.
What is the meaning of the word Jael? It means a wild goat from the mountain.
Wow.
A wild goat from the mountain.
Is it so in the Bible? Jael means a wild goat?
Even if you check the meaning of Jael, on the phone you can Google.
Yeah.
Jael means a wild goat from the mountain.
Okay.
Therefore, this woman should come from the mountain.
One.
And her name...
She should come from the mountain.
Yes, she should come from the mountain. I know there are several of them. I think there are 2. Who are coming from the mountain.
From the mountain.
Then, besides coming from the mountain, her name should resemble a wild animal.
Yeah, a wild goat or a wild
animal.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I have checked. You can also check for yourself.
Yeah.
Wamai means somebody.
Wamai, that's this Wajakoya's.
Yes. Justin Wamai.
Yes. Wamai, and then there's this other one for
Ruth.
Ruth.
Yes.
But there's other name she has.
Yes, I think should be one.
What?
You can confirm.
Yeah, we can confirm.
Now I've checked. Martha Karua. The name Wangare. She's called Martha Wangare Karua.
So Wamai, you've said it's actually water.
It's water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one, I think it's beauty.
Something like that.
Yeah. Now we're left with Wangare.
When we check, so just for the interest of time, because also the viewer can go and so that we get to understand it easily.
Yeah.
I've done the research and found out the meaning of the name Wangare is a leopard.
Wow.
From the mountain. That now we've narrowed down to Martha. It had to be Martha Karua. Because the name Jael means a wild goat from the mountain. Therefore, the people who guided Raila Odinga to pick Martha Karua, they were guided by the Spirit.